Hello and welcome back to part 2 of our playthrough of Too Many Bones Undertow. We're playing as Static versus Kollossum. This video picks up right where part 1 left off, so if you missed that, check the description, I'll add a link. This will take us through the rest of our adventure. I hope you enjoy. Alright, that'll take us to day 5. So we've got a first tyrant encounter. Tether Maul. Thunk. A dart hits a gearlock arm with excruciating force, transmitter, and metallic rope attached. At the other end of the tether, the largest ape any gearlock has ever seen towers above the jungle. A massive jar is attached to its back containing what appears to be a second brain. Before having a chance to think, other instincts take over, a craving for bananas, a desire to climb, swing, protect the jungles, squash the intruders, smash, hit, get, swing, eat. Kollossum King, Kollossum Best. No choice on this one. This is Get Out of My Head. Baddie Q is baddie points, so day 5, we just have a 5-pointer. Each round, all gearlocks are forced to perform the required command during their turn. Gearlock may refuse the command at the cost of 2 dexterity. If they do not refuse and cannot carry out the command, gearlock takes 2 true damage. So round 1, we need to move 1 position. Round 2, attack strongest adjacent unit. Round 3, use a backup plan. Round 4, do not attack a baddie. Round 5, only roll 3 dice. And then for the fatigue round, kneel down and do nothing this turn. Okay. So our 5-point baddie is the Goblin Queen's Guard. Poison 1 and Signal 1. Just going to bring in a 1-point baddie at the end of round 1. Unless we kill him right away. He's got 6 health and a 3 for initiative, so we should go first. Roll for ours. We've got a 4. All right, round 1. I think we're just going to go all in and try to kill him. So we have to move 1 position. It'll be 1 dex. We have 3 left. We have 2 attack dice by default. Let's do 2 inner peace. 2 perseverance. Actually, let's do 3 inner peace. It gives us 6 dex minus the 1 we spent moving. We paid for 2 extra attack dice. And then we're going to do shock kick. See if we can get him turn 1. I think we got him. That's 2 from the shot kick. 4, 5, 6, 7. He's only got 6 health. That'll do it. Just one-shot it. So we will want to build that back up, that perseverance and inner peace, before the boss fight. We've got 1 more day to do it. That was day 5. So looking at our rewards, we get 2 training points and a loot. So the training points, I think we're going to get up to 5 dex. And we'll take Out of Control, next skill in the Brawler tree. So Out of Control has a couple of bone faces. It's got 3 with this symbol here. That one, if we roll it, we can use it. We put it in an active slot, and then the next turn we can use it to double the damage on all of our attacks, which is pretty cool. Or on this last face, this would go into a lock slot and it would last the rest of the game. This was called Overcharge. So any electrified baddies, they're dealt +1 damage each time they're attacked. And that lasts for the rest of the battle. We haven't electrified anybody. We actually have not done knuckle zappers at all. I think that first fight we had to use our backup plan to get a shield up. And then we've been trying to get the innate +1 ever since. So we just haven't used Energize yet to tick these up. And haven't seen a Fortunate Discovery loot. So yeah, Knuckle Zappers, just haven't used them this game. But the double damage side on this should be really nice if we roll it. And let's check out the loot. We got Cibron Kelp. Single use. Fully heal yourself, currently at 1 HP. Otherwise heal for 2. So we've got a lot of healing. Like that, and Huckleberries heals us for 3. So we should be in pretty good shape going forward. We've got 2 days left. We have the necessary HP to take on Kollossum, but I think we'll wait one more round. We got another tyrant encounter coming up. I wonder if we should just go ahead and do it. I think I'd rather do one more encounter and try to get Perseverance and Inner Peace back up a little bit before we face him. Let's do our innate ability. 1 bone. Ready for day 6. Another tyrant encounter. Brain strain. What luck. An investigation of a hollowed out tree has revealed a secret ape hideaway. And who should be relaxing in this retreat? Crossword puzzle in hand, but Kollossum. And without a second brain plugged in, no less. The depowered gorilla is attempting to beat a hasty retreat, so felling him early is likely out of the question. A few good licks on him now might make all the difference later, however. This shouldn't be too hard. After all, he was filling out the puzzle in pencil. All right. Beat down, right, across. Baddie queue is baddie points. Add Kollossum to the top of the queue. So baddie points on day 6 would be a 5-pointer and a 1-pointer. Kollossum's printed skills are replaced with Flee. So he runs away after round 2. He doesn't roll his tyrant die in this fight. If we defeat him, we treat this card as loot. And we'll get to reroll his tyrant die twice during the tyrant battle. I don't think we're going to go after him. I think we're going to try to rebuild the Inner Peace and Perseverance. So we'll probably just let him run away. All right, so here's Kollossum. He's going to go first. Probably. He has a 6 initiative. And he's got 8 health. Second baddie is the Goblin Artificer. He's got 4 health, equipment, and mischief 2. So he'll take 2 dice out of our active slots. So I want to take care of him somewhat quickly. He's got 4 health. And our last 1-point baddie is the Goblin Devastator. He's got 3 health, careless. So if he rolls a bones, he injures himself. And then detonate 2. So he detonates and does 2 damage to everything around him. And I've actually set this up on the wrong side of the mat. I thought based on the description, this would be a land fight. It's in a hollowed out tree, but no, apparently it's a water fight. So we'll go ahead and flip the mat over. Let's roll for our initiative. We're going last. All right, let's start round 1. Kollossum's going to come in and hit us. None of his skills matter in this fight. He's going to go away at the end of round 2. He's going to roll 1 attack, 1 defense. A couple shields. 1 attack against us. We're going to lose a health. The Goblin is going to move towards us, but can't get there. And same with the Devastator. Moves towards us, can't get there. The Devastator does need to roll defense. We'll see if he gets a bones. He did, actually. That's interesting. Okay. So he loses a health, which means next turn he's going to explode. So I think we're going to stay put. The Goblin is going to box us in. And the Devastator will go around and blow up on the Goblin. Actually, I think we'll back up into this corner here. We're going to roll 3 defense dice. 1 bones. And 2 shields. That'll take up Inner Peace to 3. And that brings us into round 2. So Kollossum comes up. Roll 1 more attack. Hits for 1. That gets us a Perseverance back. Then he'll be gone at the end of the round, but he'll still be there to block this Devastator. So the Goblin comes in, corners us, and rolls 2 attack dice. Wow, big hit. Okay, so hits for 3. We lose this shield. Perseverance ticks to 4, and we drop 2 health. And now the Goblin Devastator, who's already injured, will move as close as he can and then blow up on these two. So no real effect on Kollossum. He's gone anyway, but it will do 2 damage to this goblin. He's off the board, and Kollossum is off the board. I think we actually lose 1 more health there since the goblin has mischief. Oh my gosh, he has equipment too. I forgot to do equipment. Let's see if it's correctable or not. So equipment 3 increases his attack stat by 1. So he actually rolls 1 more against me on last turn. That's another hit. So we're down to 2 health. All right, so we're going to have to take him out this turn. Let's attack him first. If we kill him, we won't use any of these loot. We'll save him for the boss fight. Let's take Perseverance down by 1. And we'll roll 3 attack dice. 1 defense dice. We'll do the we'll do shock kick. We still have 1 more dexterity, so we'll do a defense also. Okay, so we got enough. That would kill him. We do want to use our backup plan to get 1 knuckle zappers. That'll do it for this fight. We did tick up inner peace a little bit, but not much for perseverance. But I think we're in good shape. We're ready to take on the boss. Let's get our loot here. We've got 1 training point. Oh, we finally got trove loot right before the boss fight. So we have that descaler. Maybe we can open it. Let's see. We're looking at 1 lever, 2 trip, and 4 force. So let's roll these dice here and try to do this lockpicking attempt. Okay, so we got 3 lever, so we're good there. Next, we need 2 trip. I think we need to roll again. I don't think you can unlock multiple sections on the first roll like that, which we would have, which is why I re-rolled, but I don't. Yeah, you may not unlock multiple locks in a single roll. So we would have re-rolled again, which we did, and didn't get any trip, although I guess we could use this loot. Okay, so if we use the descaler, that gets us trip. So that'll unlock the trip, and then we just need force. So we can roll for that. Got 3 force. So we'll keep that. And we just need 1 more force. And that lets us treat this 2 trip as a 2 force. So we actually unlocked it. So the descaler actually came in handy. We got that like day 1 or 2. All right, so what is our trove loot? We've got mechanical squid. During recovery phase, choose one of the following as an additional individual option. Draw the next 2 encounters. Water encounters are set aside. None of that matters. We're in our last encounter. 1 at a time, reveal the next 2 crone. Okay, well, that's a waste. That would have been useful earlier, but won't help us now. We're in the tyrant fight. At least we unlocked it. We do get 1 training point as well. I think we'll just take 1 more dexterity. Couldn't hurt. Got 7 health. We'll go ahead and heal up to full. All right, we're ready for the tyrant fight. This is Kollossum. Like the deep wood, the jungles of southern Daylor remain largely unmapped. The thick canopy and variety of creatures there make for a difficult traversal. This means it's an ideal location for nefarious experiments and dark dealings. Kollossum happens to be the result of such experiments. With a second brain attached to his back, it's uncertain who or what is controlling him. Or perhaps the extra gray matter has created a creature with intelligence off the charts. Let's look at the encounter, the matter over minds. Fatty Q is points. But Party of One ignores this. So as a solo player, we won't have a baddie queue, although there will still be enemies once he rolls them. Kollossum goes on top of BQ. There is no BQ yet. Gearlux may choose when to enter battle mat, although we need to be on the mat at the start of each round, so that won't apply. Most of this stuff is for co-op. During battle, that's also for co-op. Whenever placing units on battle mat, first place Gearlux, then baddies. Do not place any more baddies from BQ if non-tyrant baddies on mat are equal to or exceed number of Gearlux on the mat. So if he calls in any baddies, they'll come in at the end of the round, but only one of them will. So I think if one of his dice rolls adds 3 units to the baddie queue, fills it up to 3 units, but we'll only see one of them at a time. We can only target him when there are no other baddies on the battle mat. So that makes sense. He's got Recover 1, so he'll heal 1 at the start of his turn. He's got Blind Strike 3, so if we're next to him, he's going to hit us for 3 immediately. Unit deals 3 damage to strongest adjacent unit. I think we can probably use that against him a little bit when he spawns in baddies. That way we can attack him instead of having to deal with the additional units coming in. So his Tyrant die, it's got 3 faces of Synapse. Weakest Gearlock must move adjacent to the closest fellow Gearlock if possible, then attack it. So half of the rolls won't affect us at all, but the other half will top off the BQ to 3 units. Let's go ahead and roll for our initiative, although it doesn't really matter. We're going to be going second in this one. Any units that come in later rounds will come in after us. And we'll put ourselves right in the middle. We don't want to be next to him yet because he's going to do the Blind Strike for 3. So we'll be out of the way for that. We did forget to do our innate +1, so we'll go ahead and roll those 5 dice. Got a couple bones to start with. All right, I think we're ready for round 1. So Blind Strike doesn't connect. Kollossum comes over. Actually, I think we're going to put him here. We want him adjacent to as many possible units that come in as we can, because we want him to blind strike those units. So let's roll his Tyrant die, 1 attack and 1 defense. So he's got a shield. He hits us for 1, so we'll lose 1 health. And he rolled the one that doesn't affect us, since there's no other Gearlocks. All right, so we've got 1 round to kind of mess around. I think we will. We're going to shuffle off to the side here for 1 dex. And then we want to roll, I think, all of our defense dice, but most importantly, out of control. We want to try to get that double damage. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we missed. We got a bone on the out of control. We do have 3 shields. But that is not what I was looking for. Oh well, that'll do it for round 1. So round 2, I'll roll the Tyrant die again, move back over, and roll 1 attack. Okay, so still no units coming in. He does attack for 2, but that's okay. We've got that blocked. It'll tick up Perseverance to 4. We don't have any units coming in, so I think we'll take 1 more stab at out of control. And then we'll roll a bunch of defense dice again. And we'll move out of the way. Okay, we got it. So when we choose to use this at the beginning of our turn, we can do double damage on all of our attacks, which we'll probably do that next turn because we won't have any enemies coming in. We've got a couple shields and 1 more bones. I believe this is round 3 now. He's going to come back and take another swing at us. Roll the tyrant die. Okay, so now he's filled up the baddie queue. We've got 3 units coming in. But he didn't hit us with that attack. All right, so this is our big turn here. This is the end of round 3. We've got 6 dexterity to start with. We have 4 perseverance. We're going to use all of it. So we have 6 attack dice to roll. We're spending our out of control. So all of these will do double damage. We're going to do shock kick. So I think we need 2 more dexterity to do all of this. We'll tick down inner peace. And let's hope we connect with these. If not, we're going to have some problems with the enemies coming in. This should be a pretty big hit. All right, I think that is plenty of damage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 2 is 14, plus a 2 shot kick. We did 16 damage. Only needed 9, so Kollossum is dead, and we've done it. That is going to do it for this playthrough. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back soon with more solo board gaming and Too Many Bones content. Thank you so much for watching.